Hello, NCTE. I am Patty Bode, Coordinator of Art Education for Southern Connecticut State University, where I teach and facilitate the program in which undergraduate students and post-baccalaureate students become art teachers in public schools in the state of Connecticut. In this question, posed to the panel by Dr. San Pedro, I focus on envisioning new futures and pushing back against an educational normal. I do this by considering the unique developmental potential of undergraduate and post-bac students in pre-service teacher education as a site of promise. I'm pushing back against the limited experiences and engagement with families and communities that often occurs in pre-service teacher education, especially before the student teaching semester. And I see that as really limiting depth and criticality and reflection of teacher identity. Part of cultivating teacher identity is reflecting on the question, what kind of teacher do I want to be? One of the ways I address the depth and criticality is by using some of these questions and the scaffolding of written reflection provided by Grant and Sleater in this text. And I'm asking myself, as a teacher educator, how to engage depth and criticality and written reflection with my students when they are provided with limited experiences on which to reflect. So how can experiences for engagement with PK-12 students and families simultaneously create more depth and criticality? Is it possible that the conditions of the pandemic can help us reflect more deeply and critically and provide even more experiences with students and families? My students and I answered that by designing a virtual family art night for Wintergreen School in the New Haven Public Schools. We designed an evening filled with 24 art activities for families to choose from. Each activity was rooted in literacy and art making. In our planning of Family Art Night, we found this innovative platform that allows participants to move from room to virtual room freely at any time throughout the event, which was one way of pushing back against educational normals that use virtual spaces that are highly controlled by facilitators in breakout rooms. Here's an example of one of the virtual art rooms created by one of my students. Another student designed an art room that looked like this, and here's another example of a student's art room. Our invitation to families emphasized using household items or things they could find in the recycle bin as their main ingredients for making art. And we provided bilingual instructions about how to log into the platform, things they needed to do, what it would look like when they arrived. The instructions also explained the menu of tools and how to find each art activity in each art room. The next few slides will show you what the pages of the catalog look like that we sent out to families so they could get a glimpse of the activities to choose from. As you can see, each activity was rooted in children's literature. Every project had PowerPoints and videos and multiple illustrations. Here's another example. Another page from the catalog. Another example of children's literature. Our family art night was highly attended and enthusiastically received. Revisiting the question of envisioning new futures and pushing back against an educational normal amidst the pandemic, I see this potential of undergraduate and post-bac students in this developmental moment of their pre-service teacher education as a site of promise. This site of promise helps us reimagine what kind of teacher do I want to be. I submit that Family Art Night is a way to envision new futures for art teacher preparation by reimagining and expanding the experiences and engagement with families and communities in pre-service teacher education, especially before the student teaching semester. And it's a way to cultivate depth and criticality and reflection of teacher identity. Thank you.